player receives the check-in from one of his coaches.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball on the show next. Zach Eflin gets the call for game one of the series. Dan, please, Zach, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Now in the box, Russell Daniels. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Set to get his evening at the plate started.
Fourth.
Bryce Harper batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Harper.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100.
So in now for Chicago, Mookie Betts, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Betts.
Hey, let's go right here.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Daniels is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Ready now, Russell Daniels. He reached on a single in his first try.
Left fielder, Russell Daniels.
Right guy, right spot.
Has a look, now the pitch. Smoke toward third. One there.
Out. Dig,
on to first, and they get the double play. Leading off the inning, Russell Daniels, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's outside.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Let's go right here.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
High in the air out to center field. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Russell Daniels. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Hicks is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are two keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. One, limit the base on balls. Two, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Chicago Cubs used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jay Groom earns win number 4 on the season.
2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer in this one. Went into the 6th inning in this last start, couldn't quite get out of the 6th, end up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's got a 3-for-5 line. 2 of those hits were for home runs. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Daniels is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Cubs are down in at the plate. Russell Daniels. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
There's ball 4. Coming to the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. In the air now, out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
The second baseman, Peter Merritt.
The 0-2 home. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Anthony Santander, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field, and it's a fly out to start the second, one away. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Russell Daniels.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Make the turn. Make the turn.
So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Stepping into the box, Rhys Hoskins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A runner at first with no outs here. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there.
Come on,
base
find
hit.
it, find it, find it.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Into the box now, Alec Bohm picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit high and deep out to left field. Santander is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Peter Maris looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you outed.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Ready for another shot now. Russell Daniels. He singled his last time up.
Daniels.
First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya!
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Striding into the box, Chucky Robinson. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
Robinson.
The windup and the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Daniels is under this one, and he's got it for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Russell Daniels, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last ball.
Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4. Digging in once again, Alec Bohm. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Alec Boom!
Let her rip right here. We need you.
The set and the 1-1. Now a ball hit in the air, and
Come on,
this looks like
you're
it'll
scoring.
get him out of it. Betts is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tight. Standing in, Nick Madrigal, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Man, a hitter must feel hopeless against that kind of gas. That final pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and this thing is over.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Aaron Nola earns his 8th victory of the season, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. The two men you see there go head-to-head coming up next. Luis Severino gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Luis Severino's really turned himself into an all-around pitcher. Came out of the bullpen early in his career for the Yankees. Big fastball, 96 to 100 miles an hour. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better. And one of the things he does better than anybody in the league right now, maintains his velocity.
Third.
He'll be 96, 97 in the first, 96, 97 in the 7th or 8th. Power arm, one of the best all-around arms in the game.
Now the pitch. On the ground to third. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Into the box now. Russell Daniels. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Russell Daniels.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's off the plate. Hey, let her rip. Let her rip. That's ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
2-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
All even now, 2-2.
Hey, see it up. Drive it the other way. Let's go, big dog.
From the belt, the pitch. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Bryce Harper.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
A bouncer to the left side. There's one. On to first, and that takes care of Harper as well. It's a double play. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Santos, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Santos.
Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Martinez backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Anthony Santander, the next to bat. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Anthony Santander.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. Two away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. Pulls this one in the air out to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And that stepping in, Russell Daniels. He singled his last time up.
The left fielder, Russell Daniels.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Drilled right back up the middle. Barehanded for one. On to first to complete the double play. The next Cub up, Miguel Amaya. No hits to this point.
Miguel Amaya.
Hey, here we go.
In the air now, out to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter, Brian Reynolds, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Daniels is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Digging in, Russell Daniels.
For the Phillies, the left fielder, Russell.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's in.
Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. Diaz, the former Colorado Rocky, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
Hey, nice eye.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Let it rip. Let it go.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
People always talk. Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really...